Good morning and welcome to my journey with prostate cancer. This is week number 22. The week started off a little bit better than last week. If you recall, last week I was sick all week. And the week started off this week a little bit better, felt a little bit better, still had the usual side effects, the mouth sores, the body fatigue and aching. That stays with me pretty much all the time. But at least I wasn't sick. On Tuesday, I met with the pulmonologist, and there wasn't a whole lot that came out of that meeting that was good. Basically, what I found was the COPD portion of my illness is going to cause me to have to stay on oxygen probably for the rest of my life. It's also going to leave me with a lingering cough and congestion due to the fact that one quadrant of my lung does not take enough oxygen and blood flow into that quadrant. So it's going to leave me with a lingering cough and congestion. So now, yes, I'm on medication for that, but whether it'll ever get a handle on it, it's unlikely. They are going to at least initiate the procedures to get me one of the nice portable oxygen units that you've seen them where you carry them in a little shoulder bag. That'll be much better than, excuse me, than me having to deal with the tank. Then the rest of the week, I felt okay. Again, a lot of fatigue. I was very lethargic, but still, at least I wasn't sick. That brought us through the weekend, and actually around to this week, I was actually a little late in recording this broadcast. On Wednesday night, I started struggling with oxygen. And I went through the night, Wednesday night, and through the day on Thursday, really struggling with my oxygen levels. Now, what happens is when you're oxygen deprived for a long period of time, your cognitive thinking goes out the window. So I wasn't really considering the ramifications of my oxygen level being low because it had gone on for somewhat of a period of time. So I was really kind of left in a lurch. When my PT gal came in Thursday, and I told her, I said, look, I got a problem. Explained what had happened, and she immediately started handling it. She said, okay, the first thing we got to do, let's set up your portable unit and run some tests. So she did that, and immediately my oxygen level coming through the headpiece was back up where it should have been. And within a few minutes, my oxygen level was back up where it needed to be, which was, of course, a major benefit. Then she went on and ran some tests on my main concentrator unit and found out that it was not putting out the output that I needed, which is what caused the problem during the night and through the day on Thursday. So she got on the phone with Link here and said, look, we need a new concentrator and we need you to get it out here quickly. So they agreed to it, and they brought a new concentrator out, and everything's been fine ever since. My oxygen level's back to where it's supposed to be. So thankfully, she was able to take care of that for me and get me really back alive again. So that's basically where we stand. I have one more chemo treatment, which will be on the 30th, next Tuesday. and that will be my last treatment. Now, from then on, hopefully, the Lupron injection, which I took one about a month ago, and I think it's good for 6 months. The Lupron injection should maintain the level as long as my PSA stays low. If the PSA starts going up, then we have to go back and look at the whole situation over again. So at least for now, it's hoped for that once I'm done with the last chemo, that the Lupron will hold me on a level to carry on. I will never be cancer-free, folks. It's metastasized in too many places. They can't remove it. Hopefully this is eliminated and made it small enough that the Lupron will keep it in abeyance. So that's what we hope for. Then we're just going to have to deal with the other issues. You know, I've got the catheters going to be coming out again later this week. I need to get back to where I can handle that on my own. And then, of course, I'll have to learn to live with the oxygen on a permanent basis. So that's it for this week, folks. Again, all in all, it's not been a bad week. It's had some problems, but at least I'm not sick like I was last week. And of course, I've got another week now going into the last chemo, which I'm expecting to be, pretty smooth. So that's it for now. Glad you've joined me through this journey. I will continue on as long as there's something to report. So for now, this is Chillie, the old fat travel guy. I'll see you next week as I take my last chemo. Later, y'all.